So it's pretty good. I thought we would do a late night with Earl walk. So let me go grab the baby. I've got to do this with two hands. What's up? She be chilling right now. We'll get to steady camera work in a second. Oh, look at the baby. She's just chilling right now. All right. Look at the baby. She's just chilling right now. All right. Let's get it on. All right, Lois. No, she doesn't have asthma. Yeah, I'm with you on that. No, I'm the furthest thing from Punjabi or Indian. What the fuck? It's actually pretty nice out right now. It's a little cold, but I got two hoodies on. Oh, Lois gotta go pee-pee. She gotta go pee-pee early. We'll give her some privacy. I really don't have a Punjabi accent. I would suggest you get the wax out of your ears, brother. So, this should be a semi-long walk because Lois needs her nightly exercise. What up, everyone? What up? All right, we got some music being played over here. So let's go over here so we don't hear the music and I have to talk constantly until we are out of the music range from what I understand. All right, we passed the music, so there you go. Hit the like and subscribe button, baby. I don't think too many comics are giving you a look into the life of late nights when we are not on stage. There's the baby right there. She be chilling. The Comedy Store is within walking distance. I mean, it's not exactly a short walk. Probably about a mile and a half, so I don't know if I would walk up there in my leathers and shit and boots. But, you know, it can be done. All right, Lois is going doo-doo. We won't look at that. Oh, hold on. I do have a baggie. I don't want anyone... I doubt you're skinny enough to get under that car, Chief. But you keep telling yourself that. Well, extraneous, you might be right on that. Oh, the things I've seen in this alley. So nasty. I always pick up the dog doo-doo. I mean, there are times when I don't have a baggie, but even when I don't have a baggie, I'll, like, if I can find anything on the, I didn't even see that guy coming, man. He could have jumped me easily. Well, no, that's how scary these streets are. I literally didn't see that guy coming. Now here's the car wash I go to. Of course, it wasn't a great day for business today because it was raining today. I always feel bad for the workers because the people who work here, this is their gig, man. So if it's raining, they making the money, honey. All right, guys, the message held for reviews have been so unfunny. I've made an executive decision. I'm not going to check anything that's held for review. So if you're going to try and be funny, yes, hit the like and subscribe button. It's not that difficult to do. And I get asked a lot, how can I help a YouTube streamer if I cannot tip them the money, honey? And you can hit the like and subscribe button. The more subscribers I get, the more the bigger the streams get, and you know the deal. I'll worry about the money later. Okay. God, there's some unfunny people in the stream tonight. Holy fuck. Now, I live in California, Los Angeles, West Hollywood, if you want to get specific. Who knows what's going on in the stream? Good question, brother. Well, we're just doing a walk and talk. I'm showing you the streets of my city, baby. Yes, I am walking after dinner. It helps burn off the calories. A lot of homeless out tonight. Come on, Los. I mean, not really, to be honest with you. But I don't know what you consider a good live podcast. It's one of the bigger ones, for sure, but you can't argue how big the show has become. You got to remember, I was on some of the first Kill Tonys. So I've been there pretty much from day one. And there's no denying how big it's become. But, I personally don't like the show, but hey, Netflix does, so what the hell's the difference, what I like or not? I've never done Joe's show, but I have had my name mentioned many a time, probably about 20 times on the show. And to show you how powerful Joe is, even just the mere name mention every single time, although it's been a minute, I'll get 50 new subscribers. And it's not like he's spelling my name. You know, my name is, my last name anyway, is kind of weird to spell, so, you know, I would hope one day to do it. But, you know, I've also resigned myself that I'll probably never do it. Because I think Joe's had over 2,000 guests. And if I'm not one of the more 2,000 interesting guests in the world, then at some point I gotta be like, maybe Joe don't like me. But I don't know. So, but you know, I've been on Adam Carolla. I've been on some fairly big podcasts. So I just, you know, keep on plugging. Oh, here we go. Here's the owner of Body Energy. I've supported this place since this kid was in diapers. Why are you here so late? No, I'm just holding up a phone because I'm just fucking around. Why are you here so late?
Just here trying to install a fridge, but we found out the plug was burnt.
Great landlord here, I'm sure.
Yeah, fantastic.
What a great block. This empty. They ought to just name this block empty. Starbucks, even Starbucks bailed. You know it's bad when that... Plug your business. So these guys survived. The dildo store.
We have customers like yourself.
I've helped build at least the front counter. Body Energy. Visit the one on Hollywood Boulevard as well if you're brave. See you, boys. You too. See, I'm a man of the people. Lois is a little tired. Come on, Lois, let's go. I don't want his chop. Lois, come on. No, come on, let's go. Sometimes I gotta encourage Lois. Carry her? What the hell's the point of a walk? She gotta get some exercise. You know, you guys in the stream sometimes are like, you're cruel to your dog. Most people would not take the time to exercise her. If you notice, she doesn't really cough when we're walking because she's getting some CO2 in her lungs, babies. I'm in West Hollywood, California. I don't think I've seen any UFOs. I mean, this is kind of a rough neighborhood, to be honest with you. There's a lot of homeless. There's like a liquor store up here where they all kind of loiter late night. I mean, I'm a pretty scary looking guy, so I don't think I'm gonna get jumped, but you never know. What up, Vancouver? Okay, Lois, come on. Well, homeless people out here are scary because they're unhinged. And I've seen literally a hospital van, like right here. Oh, hey, what's up? Literally drop them off because you see the hospital bracelets. I'm in West Hollywood, California. So it's not really as safe as you think it would be. And I'm not a great fighter, or whatever you want to call it. But, what up? Hello from India. Hate from India. Well, you know, just hit the like and subscribe button. To be honest with you, I don't care if you hate or like me. A viewer is a viewer. Is there a lot of Mexicans? I mean, yeah, I mean, we are kind of, we're by the, you know, San Diego's by the Mexican border. So we are, I guess there are a lot of Mexicans. And no, we won't be walking up to the Comedy Store. Roast Battle is there tonight, and that's when, if I could pick one night to avoid at the Comedy Store, it's Tuesday night with all the Roast Battle losers up there thinking that hanging out with Jeff Ross is cool. No, thank you. Oh, your lights. Your lights. What I do care about is no all caps. Now this place right here, it's a CVS. You can barely see it right here. Here we go, CVS. Used to be an iconic roller disco in the 70s called Flippers Roller Disco. Same front. It's kind of cool. And like Cher would go there, Elton John. Wasn't a gay roller disco, but since we are in the middle of West Hollywood, it's catered to gays, I guess you'd say. I don't know if I would do anything off these sidewalks. They are pretty filthy. Now, how many people in the chat like the movie Lethal Weapon? Just answer Y or N. I am not gay. I am as straight as you can get. But, you know, to be honest with you, I'm very gay friendly. Well, then, Ryan, you're going to appreciate this tall white building you see in the foreground. We'll get to it when we get right below it. A very famous scene in Lethal Weapon happened at that tall white building. Do you guys remember the scene where Mel Gibson goes up to the roof to talk the jumper out of jumping? Well, this white building is that building. And the cool thing is, it literally looks 100% exactly the same. Now we'll just stay right here for a second. So there it is. There's where the smoker was, right there. And that's where Mel Gibson and the smoker jumped. Now we'll also show you, I mean, look at this guy's motorcycle. This guy's not fucking around. There we go. Oh, sorry. And this is like a tile business that has... So there's where Mel Gibson and the smoker jumped. All the way down there. We'll get a bird's eye view. Right up there. And they go all the way down there. And then Danny Glover and Mel Gibson. This used to be the front of a business. As you can see, it's not a business anymore. And Danny Glover and Mel Gibson argue in there. But there is the building one more time. That's all the way up there. And they jumped right there. And then Mel Gibson and Danny Glover go in here. So a little bit of movie history. And this building is so iconic that it looks the same. I mean, so here's the bird's eye view. They jumped right here, and then they have the next scene is right in there. So welcome to Earl Skakel's movie tour. No, I'm probably, I guess, I don't know, 15 to 20 miles away from Skid Row. Skid Row is about it's very close to the arena where the Kings and Lakers play. By the way, shout out to the LA Kings for winning again. They have the best record at home in the National Hockey League. They beat the New York Islanders tonight 3-1. And then Thursday night is the return of Pierre-Luc Dubois. He played one season for the LA Kings. It did not go very well. And, hey, what's up, man? He makes his return. Yeah, I don't live anywhere near Compton. I don't think that I would enjoy the scenery. Yes, Big Bones Ben Jones. This is not quite the heart of West Hollywood, but we're in it, baby. Not really. I mean, the Malibu and Palisades fires, that's about 20 to 30 miles from me. So I was never in. I was never really in any danger. Although the fire that was somewhat near the Comedy Store, my street, was the cutoff point for the evacuation. So a little closer than I'd like. Here is the supermarket I used to go to during the pandemic. Yes, that was an amazing save. No, I mean, yeah, but Newsom is such a good politician. I mean, when he runs in 2028, and I believe he's going to win, Uh, you know, he'll make that seem like it was Karen Bass's fault, the fire chief's fault. And, you know, it's not like people are blaming him for the actual fires, but how the fires were responded to. It was bad. Someone, you know, dropped the ball there. No water in the reservoir, no water in the hydrants. You know, it was not very good response time. You run the firefighters. I have friends of mine who are on fire, who fought the fires. They literally did 48-hour shifts. 48-hour shifts. We'll cross the street here.
Wait.
There's someone interesting over there I want to talk to. Oh yeah, I mean, Newsom is like a younger Bill Clinton. You know, he's just slick. He's the type of guy that would fuck your girlfriend and you wouldn't be mad at him. He would talk his way out of it. Well, I don't know why you would buy a burger from me. Come on, Lois. Lois is a little tired right now. That's all right. Here's a famous gay bar called Hamburger Mary's. Come on, buddy. Hey. I wish I was on Bob's Burgers. EA Sports. It's in the game. I wish I was that guy too. Well, I don't know about that wet short. Isn't that where we met? Hey-o! Hey-o! Hey, hit the like button, man. 53 people in here and only 20 likes. Shit. Come on, Lois. Lois, come on. Thank you guys for joining me. Yeah, Lois don't give a fuck. She does her thing. Lois takes care of business. Trust me on that one. The streets are quiet tonight, but it is only Tuesday night. Tuesday night is not really a big night to go out in LA. Lois is probably from the streets, to be honest with you. She was a rescue. I'm not quite sure of her origins, but that's fine. No more fires, thank God. I think 2028, DeSantis is a horrible choice. He just, you know, he looks like a candidate, but I think Vance would eat him up alive. But it doesn't really matter because I think Newsom is going to kick ass. And he is a horrible governor. You know, I mean, I live in California. You know, I see what his choices do. And look at California. People are leaving it in droves. So, you better pray. You thought the choices were bad this year? 2028, it's horrible. I mean, look at Florida. Like, that ain't no picnic either, baby. Well, I mean, Alex Jones is he's too hardcore. He would never get mainstream voters. He'd get the fringe, you know, the lunatics who think the earth is flat and shit, but, you know, I mean, you know, going in, Newsom's going to have New York and California. Those are a lot of electoral votes just right off the hop. He literally doesn't have to spend $1, and he's got those. Now look at this guy, just walking in his fucking underwear at 2 a.m. This ain't a red flag. I love this fucking country so much. So. All right. Come on. Hey. But like, I see so much wacky stuff that seeing a guy walk half naked at 1 a.m. in the morning doesn't even bother me anymore. I've seen so much worse. Well, I mean, you know, they got to have a primary this time. I mean, Vance is probably the favorite if you're handicapping like a horse race. DeSantis is probably 2. Haley 3rd. And then maybe someone super young. And then with the Democrats, I mean, Newsom just fits the fucking part. He looks it, he acts it, he talks it. So, you know, it's just one of those things. Hey, what up, ACDC? The freaks aren't really out tonight, to be honest with you. It's relatively normal on the streets. But it is 1 a.m. Like I was explaining, Tuesday night is not a big party night. So, and you know, there might be a dark horse. You know. And it also depends in 4 years how the country's doing. You know, if Trump is killing it, which he may or may not be, he's certainly not doing it right now. You know, that could give Vance a big head start. No, I used to do comedy over there. Fuck, Peanuts. That's what it was, a gay bar called Peanuts. And it's now a big nightclub called Delilah. Here comes another freak. But they have a killer jazz night there on Sunday nights if you like jazz. So, this area from now to when we make a right on La Brea is where it tends to get a little wonky. I mean, so much so that this 7-Eleven used to be open 24 hours. Fuck that. They close. I think they're closed. Oh, no, they're open, but they close at 2 a.m. just because of the freaks. Yeah, I mean, when you listen to the lyrics of Welcome to the Jungle, I mean, that might be the most true song ever written about LA. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We know everything you want, honey. We know the names. We are the people that you find wherever you may be. If you got the money, honey, we got your disease. Maybe that's where I got, if you got the money, honey. Yeah, I mean, I don't think my lives are exactly killing it. But this guy's literally jacking off. Come on, Lois. Come on. Oh, sorry. Guy was literally jacking off. Unbelievable. Come on. Unbelievable. And you wonder why Rogan went to Austin. But I gotta be honest with you. The 2 times I've been to Austin, where the mothership is on 6th Street, it's fucking wackadoon, man. There might be more there than here. Well, this is Fairfax right here. I mean, I don't know if he lives in an affluent neighborhood. I'm assuming he does. I mean, when you're worth a couple $100 million, and he was rich before the Spotify deal, you know, you're doing okay in life. Come on. Now this is Lois. I'll give this place a plug. This is Lois' favorite dog store. Just food for dogs. It's like organic and vegan shit for dogs. Lois loves this place. Unfortunately, they're closed, Lois. So we gotta keep it moving, baby. Keep it moving. Hit the like and subscribe button, please. I don't ask you kids for much. Sorry I'm not reading a lot of the stream. It's hard to read, walk, and talk at the same time, but I'll tell you what, it is easier to read super chats. Hello! 41 minutes in, that's the first time I've asked for money, honey. Well, thank you. Thank you for the like and subscribe. You know, every little bit helps. And, you know, the exercise is good for me, too, to be honest with you. I mean, we're going to turn on La Brea, and, you know, then we're going to walk back. You know, it's a 4 to 5 mile walk. Yes, Creatures of the Night is a great album. Now, here's a nice nightclub coming up. Maybe we'll pick up some puss. Probably not, but, you know. Although I will say the last time I interviewed a few club girls on the stream, that's the night I think I had like 7,000 views, you perverts. I can already tell these two are drunk. It's all good, Raven. See, Lois got her rhythm now. I have, come on, Lois, let's go. I have seen a guy taking a dump in that alley I walked through in the beginning of the stream. And here's the crazy thing. It was at fucking like noon on a Tuesday. Like, what? And when I came upon the guy, he didn't even care.
I've been out here that long.
That's the funny thing. Now here is the place I was going to film my special at, the Studs Pornography Theater. As you can see, it's a big theater, a lot of history. There's no marquee here. It's probably the world's most famous porno theater. They have, you know, here are the, you can't really see it. Oh yeah, you can. Here's John Holmes, the man with one of the biggest dicks in. Now, you see how big his feet are? Let's see how big my feet are by comparison. And my feet are about the same size. And I'm not putting my hand on that. Yes. Here is some more handprints. Who's this? I don't know who this is. I mean, let's see. Linda Lovelace. Oh, Harry Reams, one of the legends of... What up, St. Ranger? Now let's see, Harry Reams, they don't look that big. I mean, look at Harry Reams. He had a pretty big dick. And look at my shoe size. I'm definitely not putting my hand in those things. Come on, Lois, move out. Damn, size 16, that's a big foot. I met Bob Lanier once. He had a size 23 foot. Can you imagine how big his dick must have been? Oy vey. Size 23 foot. I know a girl who had sex with John Sally, said the guy's like a foot long. Jesus, man. But I'm happy with what I got. And here's a cool club, Bar Lubitsch. I've done comedy in the back room. Bar Lubitsch. Real cool bar. Yeah, I don't really care what Jason Ellis is. He's a cool guy. Very nice and respectful. He's kind of new to comedy, but he's got a big following. So, you know. Pup is okay. I mean, sometimes she coughs in a long walk, which this is, but she'd be all right. She's chilling, man. She's chilling. The dog is not gasping. She has a partially collapsed trachea. But she's a killer, man. She could take this walk no problem. I know how to deal with my dog. Don't worry about it. You know the money I've paid to vets? What up, Mason in Portland? Yeah, I mean, I'm a little sick of the Costco guys, to be honest with you. I mean, it's funny for a second. But it gets a little old, to be frank. Yes, Lois is absolutely my best friend. I mean, it's just so one note. And I get it, they're fans. I mean, fuck, if AEW asked me to do that shit, I'd probably do it. But, you know, deep down, some of the wrestlers hate that shit. You know, they're busting their ass at independent shows, and in comes, you know, two fat kids and their fat father, and they're getting the spot over them. Now, you might say, well, do something to get the spot over them, and that's true too, but, and, you know, I don't really watch a lot of regular TV. You know, I do the Netflix and all that shit. So I don't understand really who the Costco, I don't know what they are. But, you know, I think their match at 0 hour on the pay-per-view Sunday was tolerable. You know, I don't think there was anything egregious about it. They were in there with the perfect threesome of my buddy John Morrison and, you know, the MXM collection. It's a pretty quick match. I mean, you can't, you know, start the pay-per-view process, you know, the beginning matches with some all-star banger, and then the pay-per-view goes nowhere. So I think ending the 0 hour before the main pay-per-view with a dark match was, you know, pretty smart. I do like, I mean, MXM, I think the big guy, Mason, he's got potential. You know, he's I think a high draft pick of the Jacksonville Jaguars. So, you know, he's got great athletic ability. Hold on. I'm gonna give Lois. Lois is peeing right now. So we're gonna give her a little all right, Lois needed a little break. Hey, let's get to 100 likes, guys. 100 likes. That's pretty doable. This stream will be, I don't know, we've already walked an hour almost. Probably about another 40 minutes. I am on the outskirts of West Hollywood. Now, I live in West Hollywood, but I am on the outskirts of it, taking my best friend in the world, Lois, out for a long dog walk. I do like Montreal women. I've been to Montreal twice doing the TV show Roast Battle, and there are a lot of beautiful women in Montreal. It ain't that safe at night around here now. We are kind of entering into the zone of, you know, just keep your head on a swivel, to be honest. Is it smart walking this late at night? Not really. But like I said, I'm a fairly big guy. So I don't really anticipate any problems getting mugged. But, you know, listen, I can't stop a bullet. But I have a great ear and vision for danger. So I know if I see something ahead, I walk around it, or, you know. Now the good thing is I'm about 6'2", 200 pounds. I can handle myself if it's like hand-to-hand combat. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Now, when I make a ride up here on La Brea and hit Melrose, that's when it starts to get a little wacky. You know, this is a main. Santa Monica's, whoa, Lois just came out of her leash. Come on, Lois, move out. Well, she's doing good. I mean, for a little dog who's old, she got great endurance, man. Let's get to 100 likes, guys. I don't ask you guys for much. There we go. Lois is a great dog. And I've had some amazing dogs. Mama the Maltese, Tex the Yorkie, Annie the German Shepherd, Buka Boom the Japanese Chin, and many, many others. Hey, it might be a pain, but, you know, I haven't seen too many people in the streaming world doing a 2-hour walk, a walk and talk. I don't know how I would do a Lois view. You guys don't get that tonight. You get the Earl view, baby. I'm on the outskirts of West Hollywood. Now up here, we're gonna make a right in another block, go down to Melrose, and then start the walk home. I have 2 jackets on, so it's not that cold. Now right there, that flashing sign, that's one of my favorite restaurants in Los Angeles. I highly recommend you go to Jones. Now, not Jones on 3rd, but Jones on Santa Monica Boulevard. Really one of the great LA restaurants. It's always crowded, and just the best food. I would say it's a tie between Jones and Dantana's, which is also on Santa Monica Boulevard, about 4 miles west of here. And here's another very popular eatery, the Formosa Cafe. I've done comedy here, actually. A lot of famous people. What's good to eat at Jones? The steak is amazing. Any pasta. The pizza's great. But if I were to recommend one dish in particular, it would absolutely be the hot apple pie. And I mean, when that plate comes, you better not fucking touch it, because it is scorching. But it's also with the balance of the ice cold, amazing vanilla ice cream. It's just if you're on a date, here's the Earl Skakel move, and trust me, I've taken every date I've ever had to both Dantana's and Jones. You take a girl you like to Jones, you take a girl you love to Dantana's, because it's a little more old school classic Dantana's. Jones is more hip, but you can't go wrong with either. And you take a whore to Five Guys. Hey, get it? See what I did there? Hey, we are almost at 100 likes. You guys are fucking soldiers, baby. Yes, how have you guys found me? I'm trying to hit the algorithm, but it ain't fucking easy. I'll tell you that much. Here's a big outdoor shopping mall, big Target right there, nice Starbucks. Now here's where the area starts getting a little wacky. I mean, anything past La Brea is a little, you talk about head on a swivel. So we're gonna walk down La Brea now to Melrose and then head back. As you can see, Lois is still chilling. Come on, Lois, move out. Now, this is a major street, La Brea, so I'm not that nervous. But there's a nice GNC. I go in here quite often. I got my haircut here once. It was all right. I wouldn't go back again, but I've never really had a bad haircut, to be honest with you. Hey, we don't do all caps in here, baby doll. Only one person can do all caps, and that's Peter the Chicken Man Brennan. Now, if you guys know me, I used to be a member of a really... Here's the Celebrity Best Buy. This is where I met Eric Estrada once. This is back when I used to buy CDs at Best Buy. And Eric Estrada had like a blue-collared shirt on, so I thought he worked there. His back was to me. So I asked him where the CDs was. He turns around, and I instantly knew it was him. And here's the cool thing about Eric Estrada. He literally walked me to where the CDs were. I said, thanks, Ponch. He's like, you got it, Baker. See, he got it. Eric Estrada knows the deal. Now, for those of you, this is a very high-end gym here. Whoa, sucking balls. It's called High Mat. They are trying to compete with the Equinox money. Equinox is probably the most well-known, for lack of a better word, rich gym in the city. Now, the interesting thing here is this is trying to be a high-end gym. Like, it's a nice building. But there's like a huge homeless community around here. So, you know, like there's a couple. Oh, no, go ahead. Fuck it. Thank you, dude. Thanks. Come on, let's go. So it's kind of a weird place to put like a high-end gym, but you can see the building's pretty fucking big. I mean, it goes all the way down to there. There's a dispensary. What up, Earth Sucks? I would think a dispensary around here would be open this hour. It's 1:20. People are probably jonesing for fucking weed. But not so much, I guess. But they're probably not open. Lois could have been this dog. That could have been Lois. Well, they must have cleaned up the homeless around here. There used to be a lot more. We'll probably see some more on Melrose. The freaks come out on Melrose. The freaks do come out at night around here, but they're kind of cleaning up. Like, you probably can't see, but these are some really nice condo apartments. I mean, those are probably at least $3,000 a month for like a shitty 1-bedroom. So, you know, I think the cops in the city, I guess this city would be LA proper right now, where we're walking. You know, they know people aren't going to pay $3,000 a month in rent, and probably $5,000 for like a 2-bedroom when it's a shitty neighborhood. So, the homeless are nowhere to be found right now. I mean, here's a Sprouts, which is a high-end restaurant. Not restaurant, grocery store. Fuck, we're almost at 100 likes. You guys rule, man. I get my steps in and in the algorithm. Thank you. You guys are too good to me. Well, yeah, and it might be more. I mean, there's so many apartment buildings. Like, this looks like an apartment building. Here we are, 849 La Brea. You could tell by the lobby. Yeah, it's an apartment building. You could just tell. It's like fairly nice landscaping. I would guess it's $3,000 to $4,000 for a 1-bedroom here. And, you know, if you're looking for a 2-bedroom, or holy fuck, a 3-bedroom must be wackadoony. And this neighborhood's not even that nice, to be honest with you. Like, you know, it's kind of we're gonna walk by the place where I take yoga, and there's some high-end people in the yoga studio I go to. So, you know, there are some people of substantial income here, but, you know, this is like one of those areas where it's kind of half and half in terms of, you know, one block is rich, one block is homeless. You know, a lot of for lease signs in this area. Because who wants to fucking put their business in here when you got, you know, it's not so much when you're open in the daytime, but do you want to open up a business the next morning when you see some guy pissed all over your front door? I don't. Fuck that. Hit the like and subscribe button, please. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's get to more. Back for more. There's my yoga studio right there. Urban 728 Hot Yoga. An awesome yoga studio, the best yoga studio in Los Angeles. You tell them Earl sent you, they'll hook you up. I don't get a commission. I just like helping out good business. As you can see, it's a pretty big building. So once again, give them a follow on Instagram, Urban728 Hot Yoga. Now here is one of the great LA landmarks, Pink's Hot Dogs. I know, let's get 100 likes. Let's get 150 likes. I mean, we got about another half-hour walk here. But this hot dog stand's been seen in movies and all kinds of shit. Legendary Pink's Hot Dogs. Yeah, what up, Gina Bobina? A lot of TV shows have been filmed here. A lot of movies. Lois is smelling the remnants of the weenies. Come on, Lois, move out. You can't be eating hot dogs. Now, this used to be Chipotle, but not sure why Chipotle cut and run. Voodoo Donut. I don't see a donut store here at Laston, but you know what? To be honest with you, if you told me a hot dog store would last there, I'd say you're out of your fucking mind. So, who knows? All right, now we're on Melrose Avenue, starting the walk home. There is some good Mexican food. I would say the best Mexican food, I would say El Compadre, which is on Sunset. I think there's also a few good Mexican restaurants. In the valley, Casa Vega, very good. You might run into some LA rock and rollers there. Now, this isn't the safest neighborhood to walk in at this hour of the night. Trust me on that one. But I will say that the cops are so fucking bored here. There's a donut shop, so there's got to be a few of them around. Hello! But the cops are so bored here, they spring into action. I mean, they're looking to get in on the mix. So I feel relatively safe. What up, Turner? We're walking home, babies. It's about 1:30 in the morning here on a Tuesday night. We got a guy coming this way, but he looks pretty normal. You know, my spidey senses do not go off. So there you go. This is the famous Melrose Avenue. Yes, I live in West Hollywood. This is, I guess you'd say this is the outskirts of West Hollywood. And block to block, it gets a little closer to the Melrose that you guys have seen on TV and movies. Some cool things of interest that I will point out when we walk by them. Here's a very cool Argentinian restaurant, Lala's. Well, I think they're starting to clean this neighborhood up. You know, Lala's is kind of a high-end Argentinian restaurant. I'm sure the owners don't want some fucking hobos defecating outside their business, so. But, you know, as you can see, this construction wall right here is nothing but gang graffiti, so, you know, they got a long way to go before they clean up this area. But if you go to Venice Beach, you know, Venice Beach is completely different than when you guys probably have last visited Venice Beach. I mean, all kinds of gangs are in LA. Bloods, Crips, you know, MS-13. Maybe not in this particular stretch of land where I'm walking, but, you know, it's traditional Bloods and Crips. You know, if you go to Venice, that's where it gets a little wonky because you've got, you know, Venice is kind of like a hotbed of gang activity because you've got Crips, Bloods, a lot of Hispanic gangs like the Culver City Boys, you know. So Venice and the outskirts of Venice, like Culver City, Mar Vista, there are a lot of dangerous blocks. I mean, Mar Vista you wouldn't think is associated with heavy gang activity, but if you guys remember the professional strongman, an ex-wrestler, part-time, and now here's the Groundlings. Here's the first bit of interest. I got kicked out of the Groundlings before I found my way into stand-up comedy. I'm just better off being on my own instead of being in a cast full of everyone trying to fight to get their lines. So, and it's really too bad because I enjoyed doing improv, but, you know, the teacher was just so fucking bitter. But he had the power to pass and fail people. And I was definitely the funniest guy in the class. And this is before, I think it was almost before I started stand-up, so very early in my stand-up career, maybe even before it. You know, the actual start of my stand-up is, you know, it's a little wonky. Like, if you ask me, the first show I did was, you know, maybe late 98, early 99. But if you ask me when I really considered myself a comic, probably 2000. So, you know, but the Groundlings, you know, I'm a much better comic than I am. Now, here's a comedy club that's shut down. Yes, I can see the moon. It's right there. Sal's Comedy Hole. Well, I don't know about that. Oh, thank you. Who are you? Do you send me your name on Instagram? That used to be Sal's Comedy Hole. Joe Rogan used to perform there. They fucked up. They kind of fucked Rogan over about some show he did there. They tried to short him money. And that's what happens right there when you fuck over Joe Rogan on money. He moves to Austin, Texas and builds a great comedy club, and you're out of fucking business. I always thought the place was a money laundering scheme anyway. I mean, it was never crowded. But the owner, Sal, he was like some Armenian guy. He always seemed so fucking happy. Oh, I don't think he still has the #1 comedy podcast by far. There's no podcast to go on that would get you like if I went on it tomorrow, I think I have 12,100 followers on Instagram. I'd wake up, I'd probably hours after I was on it, I'd be at 30 to 50,000 followers. There's no other podcast that does that. So, I mean, does it mean what it used to? I don't know. But, as a comic, I'd rather go on Rogan than any late night talk show. And I think most comics would agree with me. Because, you do say, and don't get me wrong, I would love to do the Tonight Show. But, you do that once. Maybe it's shown and repeats maybe once or twice. And that's pretty much it. But Rogan, it's on Spotify forever. It's on YouTube. It's people clip it. You just get a much bigger bang for your buck. Now, if you're ever in LA, there's a very cool used clothing store called Wasteland. Very cool store. They sell like vintage t-shirts and stuff. I've gotten some very cool vintage rock and roll shirts. Classic Iron Maiden shirts and Motorhead and shit like that. Hey, let's get to 100 likes, man. Come on. I'm on almost a fucking 2-hour walk for no money. It's not much to look at Lois. She's moving at a slower pace. Yeah, but Kimmel doesn't really do stand-ups anymore. Ever since Rob Delaney bombed, like really badly, they've had very few stand-ups, if any, on it after that. Which is too bad because Jimmy Kimmel judged 2 of my roast battles. And, I could tell he likes my kind of humor. But, thanks to Rob Delaney, no more comedy on the Jimmy Kimmel Late Night Talk Show. 101 likes. Thank you, babies. I don't ask you guys for much, but I appreciate it. You guys are Earl soldiers. Here's a big septic tank right there. Oh, there's 2 septic tanks. They're not fucking around here. Here's a new place. I don't know what the deal is, but it's always crowded. Marathon Burger. Now, this used to be a Johnny Rockets, but I think a celebrity might own it. Lois is a little tired. Yeah, but I drove by here the other day, and there was literally a line down the block to where that green light is. So I'm going to guess like a rapper owns it. You know, you never know. You know, probably like a Tyler, the Creator type. I mean, Tyler's, maybe I could film my special at Tyler's store on Melrose. That'd be pretty funny. It is kind of a cool vibe. They have like a skate ramp in there. And Tyler's the type that would do it too. Well, I thought about doing it outside, but knowing my luck, the day I would choose to shoot it, it would rain. I mean, that's my luck. No, Nipsey Hussle's place is in the hood. Oh, are you talking about the burger place? Oh, okay, that makes sense. All right, watch out here. You know. Hey, how are you doing? Hey. Damn, it's so eerie down here. I haven't walked this route in a hot minute. No, I didn't bring my wallet in case I got robbed. I'm like, hey man, I got nothing. Got my house keys and that's it. Whew. Getting a little out of breath here, man. This walk is a doozy. All for the likes. I do it all for the likes, guys. Hey, let's get to 100 people in here. Fuck it. You guys can share my live. There's a very nice Urban Outfitters. I've spent many a time in there. Thank you very much. Now this place, it used to be my favorite vintage t-shirt store. The guy would always have the coolest metal shirts. And then one day it was just gone. And it's like a black hair salon now. I mean, it was the fucking best. I mean, hundreds of metal shirts. And, you know, they had like some Morrissey type shit too for the new waivers. But, man, I miss that place. And the guy would cut the sleeves perfectly if you asked him to. Come on, Lois. Well, they got to know where I live. So, you know, and they're going to have to kill me to take my house keys. I'll go down fucking swinging to protect Lois. I mean, they're trying to, you know, clean up this neighborhood too. I mean, it's, you know, I mean, to my right, like up this street and, you know, basically every block up this way, these are $3 to $5 million homes up this street. So, you know, I mean, and this is a very high-end vintage t-shirt store. Like, let's see they usually put their best. Here's a Taylor Swift. There's a OG Britney Spears. I mean, that's probably a $500 t-shirt. Here's an old school Pink Floyd shirt. A Rolling Stones. 1978. So that's probably a $1,000 t-shirt right there. There's a Doors. There's a Page and Plant. A couple other. I mean, Virginia's for Lovers. This shirt is from the 70s. So, you know, that Virginia's for Lovers, that's probably $1,000 t-shirt. And they have stuff for the kids too. There's a nice Foot Locker right here. Now there was a shooting right around here. Like, here's this another shoe store called Shoe Palace, and it's a lot of rappers come here. And I think that someone tried to steal shoes, and they did. And the employee chased them, and the employee got killed. A kid making minimum wage got killed trying to protect his owner's interest. As you can see, a lot of different kinds of shoes here. Yes, I am walking the dog. Lois be chilling right now. She'd be chilling. And there's a Foot Locker. I mean, that's a business right there. I mean, Shoe Palace is very popular, and Foot Locker don't give a fuck. And here's Fairfax High. Many famous alumni went here. You've got Slash, Flea, a shitload of actors. No all caps, please. No all caps in here. And I disagree that I mean, you know, it depends on what you mean. Like, New York is actually a better stand-up comedy city. I mean, the one time I did comedy in New York, I did like 5 or 6 gigs. I could walk to them all, and I got paid for them all. I mean, I made money the one night I was in New York doing comedy. You rarely make money in LA doing comedy, but this is where 90% of TV shows and movies and documentaries and everything else are filmed. So even the people who say LA sucks, they got to come here to make it. So it don't suck that bad. Yes, and here is Fairfax High, which is right on the corner of Melrose and Fairfax. So we're now getting into, you know, I'll give you guys a little marquee right there. I don't know where punk rock gigs takes place. I used to do comedy at a very popular place in, I think it was like Eagle Rock or Los Feliz. What was it called? Raja's, that they had punk rock shows at. But I'm out of the loop, man, in terms of where punk rock shows take place, to be honest with you. You know, I mean, there's very few live music venues anymore in LA. You know, still got the Whiskey, still got the Roxy. But that's it for the Sunset Strip. And then you've got like smaller independent shows. I mean, I love New York. I'm a night owl, so New York is definitely my kind of city in terms of the nightlife. Like, you know, I'm wide awake right now. It's 1:50 in the morning. There's nowhere to go in Los Angeles that's open. I mean, Swingers is open. That closes at 3, though. So there's really... LA's a horrible town to live in if you're a late night person. I mean, probably the 2 best late night cities are New York and Vegas, but I don't really want to live in fucking Vegas. I don't gamble, I don't drink. So it's kind of a useless city for me. And the comedy, you know, Vegas gets a lot of shine for being a good comedy city, but it's not good comedy. It's mostly open mic level comics there. Not everyone, but like for the most part, it's bar comics. You couldn't super chat me enough money to show you Skid Row. You know, you guys with some of your requests want me to go to Skid Row for no money to show you guys. I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, California is what it is. It's a democratic state. And, you know, I'm not very political, to be honest with you, but, you know, it's a shithole. That's why so many people leave it. That's why Rogan, you know, left. That's why all the comics, yes, they all followed him to kiss his ass, but, you know, you can live such a, you know, the first time I went to Austin, I stayed at Red Band's home. And Red Band's home in Austin, I'm going to guess, is around $300,000. It was a mansion, like a straight up new construction mansion. Red Band's home in LA would be $1.5 million. Now, who the fuck can afford a $1.5 million home? Very few people. Trust me on that one. Now, here's where I got... Come on, let's go this way. I want to show you the place where I got the Earl sign. You know, I will plug this place because they did an amazing job with the Earl neon sign. They gave me exactly what I wanted for a nice price. Now, I don't get a commission, but this is Radical Neon. That's how you spell it. And this is but this is where I got it. You can see they did the Viper Room sign. And I believe it's a company that is based in, or they are from New Zealand, I think, or Australia or something. So, they did great work. And, I will probably at some point get another neon sign. Don't know what I would have it say, but I do think the Earl neon sign stands out. You know, I realize I don't have the greatest background. Basically, it's the red neon sign, the Sting mask, and my kitchen. But that's all I got right now, so just enjoy it. Now, I've done this before, but if you've ever seen the Rat video for Back for More, a lot of it was filmed right in front of this building. And the Argentinian restaurant up ahead. So when you go, after you're done with this stream, just YouTube the rat video back for more. And you'll see right where that car is right there. That's Nikki Sixx and Tommy Lee arrest Bobby Blotzer, Robin Crosby, and Tawny Katane. And that is still what the building looks like. So it's kind of like the Lethal Weapon building. I do know Kool-Aid. He's a very funny Las Vegas comic. Always working. Got an amazing work ethic. We don't see each other a lot because I don't hit Vegas a lot. It's just, because the problem with Vegas and comedy clubs is they want you there the whole week. So, like, if you do, say, Brad Garrett's Comedy Club, you do 2 shows a night, basically Tuesday through Sunday. And I don't want to be in Vegas for 6 days. Because, it's just, even if you're killing it at this club, you're not in front of anyone who can help you. You're just in front of tourists. And they're not even, Vegas crowds are horrible because they're either drunk or depressed from losing at gambling. So it's really, it's an awful crowd to perform in front of, in my opinion. Yes, I walked by Pink's about a half hour ago. We are going the opposite direction of Pink's. Now we are about to walk by the Hollywood Improv, which is a very famous comedy club. If you're an older person, this is where Evening at the Improv was filmed in the 80s. It's a comedy club that doesn't book Earl and is empty most nights. So there you go. Welcome to Hollywood. Yes, thank you, Gina. Here's a very cool clothing store, the Ralph Lauren. Now this is a high-end clothing store. This is fucking, leather jackets here like $1,000 and up. Now maybe I know someone in the Improv. Maybe we could do a man on the street interview, but I believe the Improv is closed. Doesn't look very open here. Yes, it is closed. Sorry, we're open. Not really. Now, seeing that they're closed at, it is 2 a.m., I guess. That reminds me of the glory days of Roast Battle when, we would all be hanging at the Comedy Store till about 3 a.m. And then we go to...
Shut the fuck up, Earl Skakel.
Who's that? Who is that?
Martin.
Oh, fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a real live black person.
Hello, the one and only.
Oh. 100%. I mean, you beat who by a country mile. Now, me and Martin are big pro wrestling fans.
Love it.
Dude, you should have come last night.
Yeah, how was it?
It was awesome. Harley, RJ, and MVP.
Yeah.
And they're just the 3 nicest people. I might go to Fresno tomorrow. Stuff for Dynamite.
Okay. How far is Fresno?
Well, I thought it was like 6 hours. MVP's up there on his way right now with Samoa Joe. He said 3.5 hours. I don't recall Fresno being that close.
If I don't go to the beach with Dalton Castle,
I love Dalton Castle.
we were just hanging out all night tonight. this peacock.
Oh, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a peacock feather from the great AEW and Ring of Honor star, Dalton Castle.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want to kind of just draw. I've pitched RJ City for me to be one of Dalton Castle's boys. Oh, well, I mean, I'm a little old for the type, to be honest with you.
I mean,
I think I could be Dalton Castle's manager. I could really gay it up.
he's not. Yeah, sure.
I think I could. My pitch to RJ City is get me in as a manager with someone who needs it.
And that's who RJ City said he was.
I'm not necessarily saying Dalton needs one because he's pretty funny on his own,
Yeah, he's a good talker. He's a great talker.
but they don't let him talk.
He does a lot of backstage stuff for Ring of Honor, but they don't. I think he should be getting a lot more opportunities. The Righteous. I would put you with the Righteous.
I would love to talk for the Righteous
Yeah. I mean, can you dig it?
and have Dutch do the tongue thing.
Yeah, I can't even do it.
I can't do that. That's the funniest part of Dutch. And that RJ was telling me that they filmed that vignette with Elias on their own. I thought that was like an official Ring of Honor, AEW, like, hey, this is how we're bringing him in. And the Righteous just did it on their own.
Yeah.
And then he signed with TNA a week later.
Yeah,
That's a tough bit. That's too bad.
Yeah. But I think they still are great as a tag team. They just need the right opportunity and not to have MJF shove one of their heads in the other guy's ass.
Well, I think the problem is they concentrate too much on the trio stuff. So there's not even really tag teams other than the Hurt Syndicate,
Yeah.
the Outrunners, Cage and Archer. But you can't have the Hurt Syndicate lose.
No, they're too.
It's not believable.
No.
So, but I did like how they semi-put the Outrunners over.
Yeah, they look okay in the feed.
I mean, I don't know if they sold that well for him, but like,
Yeah, they should.
where are you at this week? Give us your comedy dates.
21st, I'm doing rooftop comedy, so check me out there.
And where can people find you on the gram?
Find me at Martin M. Morrow, spelled like tomorrow, on Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff.
He's one of the good ones. No, I don't mean that. I meant one of the good ones in comedy, not like one of the good blacks. Why are you
Check out
guys?
Before the Bell podcast. We got to get you on at some point too. Right?
Well, yeah, but I'm useless, as Burns will tell you. If it's not AEW, don't have me on.
That's fair. We're trying to figure out to do more for AEW. So.
I'm an AEW expert, but I did a quiz show against Burns for WWE stuff. He beat me like literally 100-0. I didn't answer one question.
Jesus Christ.
So, all right, you're the king, dude. Oh my God, I'm getting old. I'll see you later, brother.
See you, man. Take care.
Yeah, you too. See, I'm a man of the people. 2 a.m, I know someone on the streets. He's a good dude, very funny comic too. Huge wrestling fan. I mean, he was just hanging out with Dalton Castle. I mean, say no more. All right, we got about maybe another 15 minutes till I walk in my front door. Let's get to 150 likes. Let's fucking go for it. Let's make this the all-time most liked live stream in the history of the Earl world. Now let's cross the street here. There is a cool building. As you can see, it's all pink. Yes, Will Sasso was at the pay-per-view. This is the Paul Smith building in Los Angeles. It's very famous. We'll show you why in a minute. But the Paul Smith is, it's not really my kind of clothes, to be honest with you. As you can see, you know, it's like preppier. Like I wouldn't wear that fucking sweater. It's probably $1,000 sweater. Suits like this. You know, I don't know. I don't date girls who would wear that shit. You know, it's like, I mean, this is like a store Jimmy Carr would shop at. And that's not like an insult. So what happens here every day, and on weekends it's out of control, is people take their picture. See, there's a Paul Smith building. People take their picture against this background. Now, I used to eat here with someone almost every day. We won't say who. If you know the Earl Skakel history, you know who. But we don't talk about that anymore. That's not my life anymore. But let's just say the grass wasn't greener on the other side of Earl. She's probably saying to herself right now, I'm alive and well. Where am I? We don't talk about Ray DeVito. You're a funny guy. Matter is 2 generations late. EA Sports. It's in the game. All right. Thank you guys for all the likes. I appreciate your generosity. See, I mean, look at this. This has been almost a 2-hour walk. And Lois is chilling. I'm going to have to give her a late night snack. I mean, look at that. 15 years old, partially collapsed trachea, fluid in her lungs, and she's walking. She's killing it, man. She's killing it. She's probably a little thirsty, though. That's the problem with walking her this late at night. Not many stores have a bowl of water out. I mean, look at that. She's moving pretty fast. Lois is a champion. That is a fact, Jack. Oh, shit. We got a super chat. The first super chat, 2 hours into this walk. Son of a bitch. Tim H., $5. Appreciate the Hollywood tour. Boing, 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 boing. You don't get the green laser gun, but I did not want to carry something that looks like a gun late night in case the cops, the popo, are on a call looking for a guy in a fur coat with a gun. Thank you, Tim, very much. I always appreciate the chats, the tips. And if you can't afford to tip your bartender, just hit the like and subscribe button. That is free. I don't grift for money on here. I don't grift for likes or subscriptions. But I will say that I am a little over, almost a little under a 2-hour stream for you guys, late night, giving you a tour of the city. So if you can't show me the money, honey, show me the likes and subscriptions, baby. And we'll call it even. Nothing really too interesting on this block. We are in the home stretch of the walk home. No problem. No, I don't think we can do a Earl for mayor. That would be too much. All right, I just heard a noise over there. I mean, you never know what's going on at 2 a.m. on the Strip. Not the Sunset Strip. This is the Melrose Strip. Now, I will walk down this side street because sometimes the businesses leave their water bowls out. And Lois is probably incredibly thirsty right now. But there's nothing that I can do about that. Message hell for review. Let's see what that's. Yeah, I mean, we did about an hour ago catch some homeless guy beating off, so there's that. I mean, if that floats your boat, I guess you can rewind the stream. Now this is a very small, about a 2-block area called Melrose Place. Nothing to do with the TV show. And very high-end stores. And, coffee shops and boutique. It's a boutique store. Now here is, hey, I think we're about to come upon a very high-end coffee, Alfred. I don't know. I just saw his blanket moving in a manner that it should not. Now, sometimes they'll leave out their water bowl, but I don't see it out. They're probably afraid someone's going to steal it. I mean, that's fucking LA in a nutshell. Places can't leave their water bowl out because they're afraid someone's going to steal it. Welcome to Hollywood, baby. No, Fortu Fernandez, I'm not homeless. But thank you for your concern about my financial wherewithal. Yes, when we walk in, Lois is going to empty the water bowl. But as you can see in this, we are now at a 2-hour walk, 120 minutes. Lois has not coughed very much. Now, she got to pee a little bit right now. She got to take a little pee-pee break. Well, set it up. Okay, she just wanted to sniff. And now there's an empty water bottle, but no bowl. I am on a very high-end street called Melrose Place. Once again, nothing to do with the TV show. And there's just a lot of high-end there she goes. She got pee-pee right now. I mean, Lois is amazing. We've literally been walking for 2 hours, and she just made a very large pee-pee. So, like high-end dress stores, it's mainly women's stores, to be honest. You know. And here's a very well-known restaurant. I think it's Fig and Olive, I think. It's famous because I think the Obamas came here a few times. No lamp store here, no. We're gonna jaywalk here. Slightly dangerous, but not really at this time. Yes, this is La Cienega. We'll walk up this way, back to the home base. This is uphill, so this will be a hard part of the walk for both me and Lois. But the good news is, I've walked Lois so much tonight that I could sleep till about 4 p.m. She's very good. When she has to go, she literally starts trying to jump on the bed. And she can't really jump on the bed anymore. She don't got the vertical she used to, but she can still run around like nobody's business. There's a very popular bar, the Belmont. Now I still hear music, so they are still probably selling alcohol. Slightly illegal. Yes, I still see people drinking in there. That's a no-no. Here's Poppy. This is a very popular nightclub. Hey, guys, out. So this part of the city is pretty shut down right now, but it is also 2:20 in the morning. Well, they're supposed to stop serving booze around 1:45, I think, is last call. So, I mean, technically, I think you can drink till like 2 a.m., like on the nose. And then anything after 2 a.m. is illegal. Now, back in the day, I think it was one of these, either that, or that, used to be the football players' bar, Lyle Alzado's. It was just called Alzado's. And man, it was a real singles bar. You wouldn't think it would be. But a lot of good times there. This was in the late 80s when I was, 21, full testosterone Earl. You get the picture. Oh. So we are now back knee deep in the city of West Hollywood. Now the Comedy Store is about 2 miles up and to the right. We will not be walking there at this hour. Now, I used to do these kinds of walks every night with my ex during the pandemic. Now, not so much. Now we be chilling, me and Lois. Yeah, I mean, we used to do during the pandemic, we would walk, I don't know, for hours. Just because we were so bored. And there was nothing to do. All the businesses were shut down. We'd stop in a supermarket. I mean, people were hoarding toilet paper. I mean, it was wild times back then. And really, that was only about 4 years ago, to be honest. Oh, yeah. I remember those times. But you can't do that, man. I mean, if I owned an electronics store, fuck that. I'm gonna lock that shit up. And I'm gonna have like those garage type windows where as soon as the business is closed, we secure. You know how many people would just break the window and steal that shit? All right, we are about to make the final stretch home. Making a left on Santa Monica Boulevard. Whew. I don't know if I have many more of these walks in me. So now we are knee deep, babies, in West Hollywood. EA Sports, it's in the game. Oh, here's where the Doors sang a little bit of LA Woman. There was a recording studio there. Watch out for these two guys. So, hey, what's up? What's up, guys? This is Shake Shack for you old school West Hollywood freaks. It used to be Kookaroo for you old schoolers. But I don't think we have too many old schoolers in the stream right now. I mean, look at this. Lois still be walking fast. Hey, let's get to 150 likes, man. Let's fucking go for it. Let's end this stream with a bang. A Kookaroo, they had the best Thanksgiving combo meal. The best turkey. And this used to be an old Sprouts. It is, I believe, going to become an Erewhon. And the gravy and the fucking stuffing. I mean, it was awesome. Well, enjoy your 30s when you have them, my friend. I used to be 30 at one point myself. Hey, all right, man. For those of you wondering how old I am, 56. I'm a fucking soldier, brother. There's a yoga studio I have yet to go to. But I hear it's very nice. And here's the gym I go to on Saturday and Sundays to lift weights. John Reed Fitness. Of course, it used to be Sports Connection, the front desk. And then it was 24-hour fitness. And now it is John Reed, baby. It's a very gay designed gym. Here is a little look into it. Now the big word on the street is the Gold's Gym in the Beverly Center is close to opening, and that's going to be very interesting, you know, because Gold's Gym has a reputation for, you know, being for bodybuilders and shit. But this part of town really is more about yoga and, you know, like parkour type workout shit. So it'll be interesting to see how they design a bodybuilding gym that's not really in a bodybuilding area. How much can you bench? I mean, not a lot, to be honest with you. I could probably do 225 3 times. Now that's down from my fully testosterone days of probably 10 to 12 times. But I can do probably about 6 to 7 reps with 110-pound dumbbells, bench press, that is. And I really stopped exercising my legs after my ACL surgery in terms of weightlifting. But I do tons of cardio, probably too much, but it makes my leg feel better. and I do a lot of yoga, stretching, calisthenics. So funny enough, at 56, I'm probably in better shape now than I was when I was 26. So it's kind of funny how my knee injury got me in better shape than when I was 30 years old. Hey, we got 21 more likes to 150. I don't ask you guys for much. We're at the tail end of the Earlverse stream. Lois has more energy than I do right now. They are power washing these sidewalks to get rid of all the semen and doo-doo and all kinds of shit. Hopefully this guy sees me coming. Let me walk this way. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Because Lois don't like water. She's never really liked water. So I'm going to surmise that however she was abused before I got her was probably sprayed with water or something like that. Guy is literally freebasing right there. And people wonder why I want to get out of this neighborhood so bad. Yes, this really is the Lois stream. Lois is the true star of this stream. I'm just her handler. But thank you guys very much. I know most of you have been here for the full 2 hours. Thank you for liking the stream and supporting the channel. It means a lot to me. Thank you, Tim H, for the $5 super chats. Very kind of you. And we are now in the home stretch. This is my street. We will be making a right and going into my palatial estate. I will be going to bed probably in about 30 minutes. It is 2:35 in the morning. And as you can see, Lois is still keeping up the pace. I think I'll go to the gas station while Lois is eating and drinking. I mean, she's walking pretty good. Shit, she's walking faster than I am, to be completely honest. how comfortable I am with Lois. Hold on, Lois. Hold on. Hey. We'll take her off leash for the rest of the walk. I mean, I probably wouldn't do this at the daytime, but I mean, Lois is a bit of a wild card. But look how, like, she's peppy. She goes. Right for the water bowl. Now let me take off this jacket. Whew. She be drinking that water. Yes, RoboCop in the house. Move it, creep. All right. Let's do some last minute business here. We'll turn on the Earl sign for a few seconds so I can get some value out of that. I do not know what the Latina is, to be honest with you. But I'll look it up and maybe do it the next stream for you guys, if you ask nicely. Yes, that is the Sting mask. Thank you very much. Can you say, I don't do shout outs or, I just did a 2.5 hour stream for $5. I am not doing shout outs or birthdays. To be honest with you. Sorry about that. I just can't. I've already given you guys enough, to be honest with you. Sting the wrestler is still alive. He is, I believe, 65 years old at this juncture in 2025. He had his last match, I think, a year ago in Charleston. And that is... no, I'm not going to read any shout-outs. I've literally done a 2.5 hour stream for $5, and you're still not satisfied with that. And I bet you haven't even hit the like or subscribe button. You guys are unbelievable. Earl Skakel over and out.